I love the art. I absolutely love the art. Did you do the art, Lemon? Lemonace? Cursor type. Ooh, pick different cursors. That's cool. I'll go cursor 1, even though you guys can't see it. In fact, you know what? For this, I'll show it to you guys. Capture cursor. There we go. Okay, now you guys can see the cool little cursor. All right. Ooh, and a game end from... Nice. Nice touch. New game. Let's go. It feels so nice to get away from the hectic urban life. In the city, there's so much I worry about nonstop. But on this cruise, pretty much all those worries drift away from my mind. For now, at least. I'll have more to worry about when I get home. Inquiring. So all that I need to do for now is relax, relax, relax. Dang it! I can't stop thinking about all that work that I'm gonna have to do once this is all over. Not even to mention the fact that you decided to get on a cruise without knowledge on traversing water. Relaxing doesn't exactly come first nature to you. For one, the sound of the crowds in the distance makes you feel like your eardrums will explode. Second, your skin burns as the sunlight attacks it. And third, your head feels as though something is pressing on it from the outside. Ugh, I knew it. I just can't seem to chill out. Yeah, awesome. Lurking is always awesome. Yeah, take it easy, man. As you lament your lack of chilling, you begin to hear something. Your ears are pleasantly aroused by the singing. Goodness, what a beautiful melody. Who could be the singer? As the waves rock the ship like a cradle, you fall asleep, oblivious to the incoming storm. In fact, it seems as though no one is aware of the clouds incoming. Queer of aroused ears. The hurricane's waves sway the massive ship back and forth. In fact, it sways so much that... Capsize. The ship that you're on, unbeknownst to you, capsizes. You go down along with the ship. And so, our tale starts, with you sinking to the bottom of the ocean. That's the fucking cursors in the middle of the screen, good god. Ugh. Hello, are you awake now? Are you alright? A fishy odor invades your nostrils. Who? Where's the fish? I see. You still haven't come to your senses. It's alright, you rest, darling. We'll have an amazing life together once you awaken. After some more time spent unconscious, you're finally up and ready. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? That's why I stole a lesbian from the surface world. Okay, you're still a bit groggy, but upon looking at your surroundings, you realize that you're not anywhere familiar. What? Where am I? Why am I in this really cool bedroom? A dresser with a forlorn jewelry dish sitting on it. A well-kept bookshelf. This is a very interesting selection of books. There's all sorts of books, ranging from cooking books to books about hair care to self-help books. You gaze outside to see some seaweed dancing in the current of the water, and then it hits you. Wait, I'm underwater? I know. I think it's pretty too, Phoenix. Also, which one is Cassandra? Well, now you can be certain that you've never been here before. A table with a massive conch shell sitting on top of it. Upon peeking inside, you can see that there is a rainbow of color within. These appear to be boxes filled with crabs. Living crabs. Their pincers threaten you, so you stay far away from this box. Whoever resides here has a penchant for seafood. Well, I know that, but I mean... isn't there, oh, that's Inquisition. I was thinking Origins for some reason. Because, like, I don't remember anyone named Cassandra in Origins. But I didn't really play it, so... A simple microphone. You dare not sing into it, for you know what cacophonous sounds you'll contaminate the air with. You walk into the kitchen, and you notice that someone is there. Someone with the most luscious hair that you've ever seen. And she notices you. Ah, you're finally awake. It's good to know. Here I was thinking you had died on me. Who the heck are you? Did you kidnap me or something? Kidnap you? Why, darling, of course not. Actually, I rescued you from that dreadful wreckage nearby. What wreckage? You don't know? You were on the boat. I guess that you might have lost consciousness at some point. Oh, excuse me. I was on my daily swim when the light from above was blotted out by a dark figure. A ship, to be precise. I swam over to the wreck and saw you, a poor land dweller, sinking like an anchor to her demise. Why, I had to save you. I would never be able to live with myself if I had let you die. Right in a bag full. Interesting. Phoenix, interesting. Oh, alright, that clears up a lot. I think I kind of remember now. Sorry for being so rude, it's just that waking up in the home of a stranger is kind of scary. It's fine, really. I get that a lot. I'm a weird sea woman residing at the bottom of the ocean. Of course a land dweller is going to be scared. Phoenix. Oh, no, it isn't anything like that at all. I was just extremely confused as to where I am. One minute I was falling asleep to this captivating melody, and the next thing I know, I wake up in a cool bedroom. Ah, funny you should say that. It's been forever since I've had guests, so I didn't even know I didn't have time to arrange the room properly. Just, thanks for saving my life. I'm sorry. Oh, Johnny, it's not the game. I'm just tired. Even if I were awake, I wouldn't be able to save myself. I find that when I talk a lot in games, like a lot of talking, I yawn a lot. It's nothing, darling. After being cooped up in here for so long, I needed the exercise. By the way, you're probably starving. You were unconscious for a few days. A few days? Honey, no, it could be. Maybe. Yes, it was a few days. Why do you look so shocked? It's just that I have to go back to work soon, if I'm right about what day it is today. Oh, I see. How about this? Just stay for a while and dine with me. You need the energy anyways. Well, I am a bit hungry, but oh, whoops, I didn't. No. As long as you're here, you're my guest. You're probably not even in the best state right now, so let me tend to you. Oh, darling, I didn't catch your name. I'm Marissa, and you are? Cordelia. Call me Cordelia. Now, Marissa, my lovely little guest, I'm going to serve you a meal to die for. You have a brain, MC. The fact that you nearly died and she said that rubs you the wrong way just a teensy bit. But at the same time, she did mention that she's been alone for a long time, so I guess I'll cut her some slack. I probably should leave soon. I don't know how long I've been here and I need to get back to work. But at the same time, I feel pretty bad just leaving the woman who saved me. Yeah, I just had a drink! After putting a little more thought into it, you decide there's no harm in staying a while. Food's ready. That was pretty fast. Okay, another one. I should probably sit down in a bit. How a fridge operates in this underwater house is beyond me. Come over with a night place on top. There appears to be fish juices standing the board. A very large coral in the vase. My Greek cover has probably be arrested. Oh, excuse me. Okay, more library books. Where's books in the bookshelf? I wonder if you can move this bookshelf. Oh, can we? The table? It's a table. What more information could you get out of a table? Okay, wait. Yeah, I haven't saved yet. Yeah, look, symbol with fancy wax seal. The seal has a little heart on it. Painting. Painting on a beach with a palm tree in the foreground. You wonder how this painting is so well preserved. seaweed floating in it. It must be the exit. You don't wish to leave, however, since you know that Cordelia would be heartbroken. Alright, time to sit and eat. You situate yourself at the dining table. As you observe the dish, it becomes obvious that what the source of the fishy smell was. I prepared this specifically for you, Marissa. Now, how did you know this is my favorite food? Gut instinct. Cordelia, you seem to know a lot about what I like, from the cool bedroom to the food. Are you sure that you aren't stalking me or something? Stalking a land dweller from the dark abyss that is the ocean proves to be lacking in difficulty for me. Now, let's consume this ravishing meal. You pick up the fork and knife and try to resist scarfing down the entire meal. How did you even know how to make this? Funny story, actually. A couple months ago, another ship capsized near my humble abode. Sometimes when I have nothing better to do, I explore those wreckages. Not because I'm after the bodies of land dwellers or anything like that, but because of what those ships bring. On these little trips, I've come across trinkets, gizmos, gadgets, and so much more. But this trip was special. I was finally able to find a book on cooking fish. Strange, I know, but before finding this book, I only knew so many ways to cook fish. I think that I know what you're getting at. We can only take so much of the same thing before we get bored. Life needs some spice to keep it engaging. I guess that you're like my spice then. I said it because being alone down here can be nice, but when it's all the time, well, it becomes numbing. I see. You know, on that ship, I was trying to break out of my same old routine. But you know what happened? It's like the world is telling me to stay in a mind-numbing schedule. Strange. Or perhaps the world is telling you to go off routine. This situation you're in right now is a massive change, no? Yeah. I have an idea. Your boat vacation fails. Why not stay with me as a little vacation? Oh, I didn't think of that. Phoenix? But it sounds... I could get your bed set up and everything. You'll be like a roommate. I know that we don't know each other that well, but how does it sound? You get a vacation and I get a roommate. She makes a lot of good points. I do kind of want to stay now. I know, right? Okay, so we just saved, so of course not. I'm sorry, but I can't stay. You're rejecting me? I'm not rejecting you, it's just that I have so many responsibilities up on the surface. That's what they all say. If you don't like me, then admit it instead of lying to me. Cordelia, I do like you, it's just that I need to get back up there. Why did you make me think you liked me? You're beginning to really want to get out of here now. You won't even say anything to me? Fine. Try and leave. See if I care. Take the knife! You can hear Cordelia in the room. As you move close to the door, you hear an eerily familiar melody being hummed by her. There's a pain in her voice. As much as you wish to bid Cordelia goodbye, you dare not enter. Actually, hold on a second. I thought I turned off the touch. Okay, there we go. The exact place you need to be right now. I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe I could ask Cordelia to help me get out? She did want me gone, after all. Oh, Cordelia, what more do you want from me? You've already taken advantage of me, Marissa. It isn't anything like that at all. Quiet. Stop, what are you... Your screams are muffled by the water. No, stop, everyone out, stop! You try and fight back against Cordelia, but she's holding you down with so much force that it feels like her nails are cutting your skin. You know, it was a mistake thinking that you could leave alive. I've been down here for so long. You were like my only light here in forever. My chance to share an aquatic grave with someone. My chance to live and grow old with someone. I've been through this too many times. I will share my aquatic grave. You'll die in the sea, just as alone as I will. Ending 1, a shared grave. Damn! Whoops. Well, I guess we know what we're doing now. We're gonna fake it till we make it. You haul or die. That was the front door, Dora. We're in the bottom of the ocean. All right, I think I'll stay with my little cruise replacement. Stay as my little cruise replacement. Why be on the water when you can be in it? How splendiferous. I'll go and get your new home set up. That's really cute. Goodness mercy, you startled me. Oh, sorry about that. It's fine, really. It's been a long, long time since I've even been startled by someone. Anyways, enough about that. How do you like the room? I didn't get to do too much, however. I hope it suits your taste. I gotta say, I like this much more than the cruise ship's rooms. Honey Nut. It feels much more intimate and cozy. That's good. This is gonna be your home for quite some time. Now, let's get some shut-eye. I'm sure that you're tired from the events of today. Wait, quite some time? What do you mean? Cordelia appears to be sleeping right now. You can't help but to admire how her hair is spread on the bed. You like the way that her luscious green waves completely obscure most of the bed. Okay. Do you want to get some sleep now? Nope, I hate sleep. Alright. Sure. You lay down on the cozy bed and shut your eyes. No, transporting you to a dream world. Or not. The music tickles your ears. It's that melody again. I'm not just hearing things, am I? You wait a bit to regain yourself, as you're more likely to be hearing things if you're not composed. But even when you aren't feeling groggy, you still hear it. I'm not going insane, am I? In order to quench this thirst for knowledge, you should probably search around a bit. Mercy can make it worse, oh no. Oh, Cordelia, it's just you. Here I was thinking someone had broken. Mary, you seem quite the habit of startling me. Sorry again for that. Oh wait, Mary. Just ignore what I said. Nah, I think it's cute. Alright then, Mary. Anyways, what are you doing here? Well, this is my home. I roam where I please. You can't help but notice that she faintly smells of salt water. Or maybe that's just the water from the pool? Where Cordelia is also dripping with water. Don't mind the water. I went out for a midnight swim. Aquarian, haha! In that deep, dark void called the ocean? There's nothing better. You really don't know how someone could like being underwater at night surrounded by nothing but pitch black. Well, Cordelia is much braver than I am, that's for sure. Let's get you dried off, Cordelia. Cordelia, you're completely soaked. Two of you rush to the bedroom, not to do anything weird. Once Cordelia is dried off, neither of you feel like sleeping. You both just lay down in your respective beds, gazes fixed to the ceiling. You have quite a bit on your mind. Maybe you should ask her about that song. Hey, Cordelia, can I ask you something? Of course. There's this song, and I've been hearing it over and over and over again in my head. It's the same song that I heard before the ship sunk. And I heard it again just a while ago. That's why I woke up. But I think that I'm going crazy. I couldn't find out where it was coming from. Could you perhaps describe the song for me? It's kind of hard to put my finger on it, but it sounds relaxing. But in a kind of bittersweet way. Ah, I think that I know what's going on. That song is known as the Siren's Call. Sirens? Yes, Mari, sirens. You really shouldn't be too surprised that sirens exist, considering that this is an underwater house. Siren's Call is meant to hypnotize those ensnared by the lovely melody. Usually sirens attack large ships, seeking to sink them by hypnotizing the crew. Then they take people captive, keeping them as pets, if you will. Are you saying that a siren attacked a ship that I was on? That very well could be the case. But I don't want you to worry about that. Oh no, indeed. As long as I'm here, they're not going to be able to take you from me. Are you daft? Why do you say that? I have my ways of stopping bad things from coming. Cordelia, how do you know all of this? All this stuff about sirens? I've lived down here for a long time, all by my lonesome. It's a no-brainer that I know a thing or two about those that reside here. I don't write so see. Well, it's a good thing we don't know any of these sirens, Fior. Although Cordelia speaks with such an upbeat tone, you can't help but feel as though there's a bit of sadness in her voice. Mari, what's wrong? You don't know why you've begun to feel terribly for Cordelia. It very well could be the result of the fact that you tend to think more in the night about whatever haunts you. Or maybe it's the idea of living in this dark abyss for a long time that fills you with pity. Or maybe it's because you try and see meaning in everything. Maybe Cordelia doesn't feel as lonely as you initially thought. Or maybe she does. Oh, excuse me. In the end, after toying with your thoughts, you bite your tongue. Nothing's wrong. I'm just really tired. I guess that we should really be getting rest now. Good night, Mary. Good night, Cordelia. You feel much closer to Cordelia now, and you feel much safer with her around now. You and Cordelia slept until the sun rises. That was probably the best sleep I've gotten in a long time. You say as you recall long nights at work sustained by energy drinks and coffee. You notice that Cordelia is nowhere to be found. Huh, I guess she must have woken up earlier than I did. I should probably go find her. Huh, so she's been in here. She looks so busy with something that I don't think she noticed me come in. You're filled with the urge to prank Cordelia. All you have to do is move quietly. You sneak and sneak and sneak like a serpent stalking its prey, until you finally reach Cordelia. You go to tap her on the shoulder when... Looking to startle me, Mary? It didn't work this time. Of course it's when I'm trying to startle you that it works. When I'm not trying to startle you that it works. You notice that Cordelia is wearing a bracelet. That's a pretty bracelet. Oh, this whole thing? Yeah, where'd you get it from? I got a bit loud. Hold up. There we go, that's a bit better. It's just a family heirloom. You gaze into the large sapphire gemstone and you feel like it's put you into a trance. It's such a pretty shade of blue that you want to stare into it forever. You should go to the kitchen, Mari. I'll be there in a second. Cordelia quickly puts the bracelet into a little box and then looks at you, waiting for you to leave. So you do as she instructed and leave the library. As you're leaving, however, you hear something shifting. And then it shifts back. You sit and wait for Cordelia a bit more. After some time, she comes back from the library and gets to cooking up breakfast. You're tempted to inquire about the elephant in the room that is the library. Maybe you could look around there later. No, Marissa, what are you thinking? That would be terribly rude. Alright, Mari. Huh? Today's your first day of a real vacation. Yeah, right. So I was thinking that maybe we could do something fun, like playing on the piano. It's one of my passions. Once we're done eating, we can make some music together. Sounds good. Save a game, yeah. Mary, go to the piano, then we can get to playing. Or are you more interested in singing? I'll sing if you want. I'll sing if you want your music ruined for you. I'm certain that your singing can't be that terrible. No, it's fine. I'd rather play the piano. You sit down on the piano bench. Cordelia follows. You've never been that musically inclined, so you don't have the faintest idea on how to play alongside Cordelia. Mari, do you need any help? Nope. I think you do. All of your chords sound so disharmonious, to put it nicely. Sort of like a whole whale undergoing the transformation from calf to adult. When that happens, their song becomes rather ear-grating. Really, it's fine. Nonsense, Mary. Let me guide you. Every mastery of music started from somewhere. Hand-holding. Cordelia's smooth hands touch your own hands as she guides you through the piano pieces. You begin to feel butterflies in your stomach. Cordelia continues to guide you, keeping a firm grasp on your hands. Eventually, the two of you finish the piece, but you insist on playing it again with Cordelia, to which she happily obliges. Two of you continue playing the piano until you both feel as though your eardrums will bleed out. Nighttime falls, and the two of you go to bed, and arise for another day of fun. She luring you. Profit! The two of you played Profit the entirety of the next day. You've never had much time for games, so naturally Cordelia beats you. Damn, I'm so bad at this. Look at how she's all disheveled on that one side. Cordelia has all her money sorted. You might be bad right now, but maybe if you practice with me some more, you'll be able to beat me someday. The way that Cordelia said that doesn't make you feel as though you've been put down, however. You feel as though she sees potential in you. The next day, Cordelia gives you a little tutorial on makeup. The yawn. I'm in a closed room. I'm talking a lot, and I'm yawning so much because I'm also tired. And yeah, Mari, this looks ravishing on you. I'm surprised that you never got into makeup. Well, I tried, but I wasn't really getting good at it. Besides, I'm way too ugly to even cover up my face. Nonsense, Mari. Makeup is meant to emphasize the amazing features that you already have, like your lips. You don't know that, Zemsy. This is an educated siren. Maybe she watches YouTube tutorials, huh? You ever think of that? Cordelia carefully applies lipstick to your lips, even holding your lips a bit to prevent smudging. Besides, Mari, I actually believe that you're quite cute. Really? Why else would I tell you? That's the punchline to a joke? Then why do I want to Huh? Why do I want to squish your cheeks till you pop? And every night that you stay with Cordelia, the two of you have more moments where you feel butterflies in your stomach. Heck, even at night, the two of you will lay down next to each other and chat. You felt as though you'd explode with emotion every time Cordelia did this. Of course, though, Cordelia would eventually return to her own bed to rest. And you would sleep with the knowledge that Cordelia would protect you from anything. So your mind is able to enter the dream realm every single night. Though the dream realm for you is more like a vague recollection of memories. For better or for worse. On one particular night, it's definitely for the worse. Marissa, are you even listening? Oh, I'm sorry. Of course I am. Yeah, right. You clearly didn't listen to me when it came to the makeup. I told you last time to wear makeup when we're out in public. I am wearing makeup. A lot of it, too. That's why I was kind of late today. I know that I could have asked you for help, but I didn't want to bother you or... What kind of girl doesn't even know the basics of makeup? It sure as hell doesn't look like you're wearing makeup. Oh, really? Thank you. I thought that I went overboard. Okay, so here's the thing. I thought that was a dude with long hair because I thought that was a mustache, not a frown. I thought, oh god, he's a jerk, and then it's the next girl, I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, disgusted. Oh, so it's black lipstick. Okay, but still, yeah. Yeah. It looks like your natural face. That's not something to be proud of. Look, Marissa, if you're not even gonna bother looking nice for our dates, then I'm not even gonna bother being nice. I'll be better next time. Bold of you to assume that it'll even be a next time. She begins boisterously laughing as those passing by look at the two of you. You sink in your seat. I hate this. Your face feels hot, like you're about to begin sobbing on the spot, like the pathetic loser you are. You feel just like that little girl who needed someone to love her. You wonder if this is what love is supposed to feel like. People have always said that love is a give and take. Yeah. Maybe you let her take a bit of your dignity, she'll give you that affection you've been craving. I've been here! Of course, when has it ever gone like that? After a few months of take, you find her giving your boss the most passionate makeout session that you've ever seen. She kisses your boss with so much more passion than she's ever kissed you with. Of course, midway through this makeout session, she notices your diminutive presence. And then gives you an, I can't be having any side chicks, so bye-bye, and then kicks you to the curb. You then proceed to beat yourself up over this for the next year. How can I let myself get with an almost cartoonishly terrible girlfriend, you'd ask yourself, desperately hoping that your mind would give you an answer. All of the red flags were there, from the aggressive messages, followed by a shower of gifts, to the blatant disregard for your dignity when outside. Oh, I know, Zepsy, several people have literally said we've been in the same situation. And yet you still stayed for a long time, trying so hard for her approval, hoping that by some miracle she'd finally love you. Even though you haven't known Cordelia for very long, you feel an inexplicable pull towards her. You can't quite put your finger on why you feel this way towards Cordelia, though. You've always been into bad girl douchebags that made your life a living hell. You've never been into women that just seemed good. Well, she's murdered you in one ending, so maybe that's the draw. She is a bad girl douchebag, but just in a different way. She's done more for you than anyone on the surface has, at the very least. Yeah, and that's garbage. That's absolute garbage. After a few nights of staying with Cordelia, you realize that you're going to have to leave soon. So you decide to get to know even more about Cordelia. It's looking quite pretty outside, isn't it? She says as the outside is blanketed in aquatic darkness. It is surprisingly nice all the way down here. Mary, I can tell you're perturbed. What's the matter this time? You know, a couple of days back, on the day we met, actually, you mentioned something about loneliness. How living down here can be nice, but isolating. And I don't mean to sound intrusive or anything, it's just... Why do you live at the bottom of the ocean? Oh, shoot, Cordelia, I'm sorry, I take it back. That was a bit too intrusive, wasn't it? No, it isn't too intrusive. No one's ever cared to ask me that before. Not that I'd ever answer that question. How am I to remember to remain a fascinating figure if there is no air of mystery around me? Why do you ask such a question now? It's just that... It takes every ounce of mental energy you have to squeeze the following out of your mouth. I have to leave soon. It's fine though, because we'll make these last few days worth it before I leave. A silent eternity passes before she mutters the next words. Leave? Leave me? Uh-oh. Sorry if I got a little tense there. You're the very first person down here in years, Mari, and I don't think that anyone from the surface will come down here by the time I'm gone. I think that I get what you mean. You say as Cordelia's jaw is tense, as if she's holding back a scream. In that case, let's not talk about leaving for the time being, okay? You and Cordelia go to sleep, just as you have all the other nights before. But this time, you can't help but shake the feeling that something big and terrible is going to happen. Granted, that is already the way that you think. I know, right? Swim, bitch! Swim! You arise with the light from the outside guaranteeing a day of promise. And again, it seems as though Cordelia has gotten up before you. You know the drill by now. Find Cordelia. Ah, this is the second time that I find you here, Cordelia. Where are you going right now? Unfortunately, we're almost out of food, so I'm gonna go get some. From where? The underwater marketplace. It's what you land dwellers call a grocery store. I shouldn't be gone for too long, alright? Okay, I'll see you soon. Now, how am I going to pass the time without Cordelia? I'm not that good at entertaining myself. There's actually quite a myriad of things you could do here. Okay, I saved just before I was about to save again real quick, because... Okay, we can't open the envelope. You sift through the books to find something to read while waiting for Cordelia to come back. You pick up 3 books, take them with you, and sit down. Pick a book to read. Oh, Legend of the Siren. Oh, unlabeled. Ooh, shoot. Let's do unlabeled. You don't know why exactly you took this book. After all, there is no kind of information as to what this book contains. But you're bored, so you read it anyways. You open the book to one of the first pages. Sometimes I don't know exactly why I have this book. I guess that it's akin to speaking with someone. Mine's the actual social interaction, and mine's the filter that I have to put over my words. So it's more like spilling my thoughts onto a page. Oh, it's her journal. These books said that journaling is good for combating isolation. Given the differences between the two, I don't really think so. Huh, this seems to be a sort of journal. You turn another page, and the handwriting appears much sharper. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Yeah. Alright, let me collect my thoughts. I was reading Legend of the Siren. I don't know why I was reading it. I knew that it would upset me. Maybe it's because it's my only way of knowing what people truly think about me. One thing that I read completely set me off. It was never trust a siren. If you do, all they'll do to you is hypnotize you and make you stay with them. That's what people really think about those like me. I wouldn't dare to sing our songs if they gave us a chance. We wouldn't dare to sing our songs if they gave us a chance. Did it ever occur to them that we do this because of content like this? Content that guarantees they'll be alone forever? Yeah, it's Phoenix, yeah. You frantically flip to another page, thirsty for more information. Yesterday, a massive ship sank during a thunderstorm. Let's keep in mind that I had nothing to do with it. A young man was sinking, unconscious when I found him. I decided to take him to my humble abode, just so that he could heal. Everything was going so well, but somehow he came to the conclusion that I was a siren. He came to the conclusion that I orchestrated the whole thing, from the boat sinking to rescuing him. So he left, all because of the idea that I'm a siren. You know what? Sometimes I feel like I'm two people. Siren Cordelia and Person Cordelia. Person Cordelia is me, and Siren Cordelia is the person that people think I am. I wish that I could take Siren Cordelia and force her into an enemy reef. Maybe we'd finally get rid of her. Not that it would matter anyway. Siren Cordelia would only be dead to me, not to everyone else. You know what? I don't see why I bother trying to hide Siren Cordelia. She's the one in the spotlight, holding everyone's gaze in her slimy claws. Maybe I should just embrace her, like the self-help book suggested. If I can't kill Siren Cordelia, then at the very least I could use her power to my advantage. Not to hurt anyone, of course, just to stop being alone. The rest of the pages are empty. Several things occur to you, none of which I'll say because that would be pretty dang obvious after reading that. No, that can't be true. Cordelia? A siren? This changes everything, doesn't it? You begin to rethink everything that's happened to you in the past few days. When the ship sank, did she have anything to do with that? And everything after, was it all just some sort of plot? Out of this realization, some things make a bit more sense, but others make even less sense. And worst of all, was anything even real between us? Or was I just under her spell? Then again, even if I was under her spell, does that mean these memories aren't real? Does that mean I didn't experience these lovely things? Those lovely things? Does it mean that I don't love her? That's all assuming that she did have me under her spell. You feel as though your limbs are frozen in place, like you want to move left, but you also want to move right, so in the end, you go nowhere. In your mind, thousands of opposing thoughts are battling for dominance. You don't know what's true or false, or even right or wrong anymore. You continue dwelling on your thoughts until... She's back. Ah, that was a nice trip. My bracelet is working like a charm. No one even looked at me all weird. I better get to putting all this stuff away. You really don't want to talk to Cordelia right now with the knowledge that you now have. Part of you really wants to get out. I need to think. Okay, so this has got to be an ending. Run! And here's where you could just get the heck out of this place. That's where you could have gotten out if you'd realized that Cordelia was a siren before this moment. How did I not realize that she's a siren? It's just like all those times before. Something bad is standing right in front of me, but I just ignore it. Try to list out any other red flag that you can think of. You can only think of how clingy she got when you suggested leaving. But I can't deny the fact that I get where she's coming from. Maybe this is why she didn't want to tell me that she's a siren. Speaking of Cordelia. Great. Cordelia has walked in on you trying to process everything. Mary, what are you doing here? Your heart's aflutter now, pounding so much that you wonder if Cordelia can see it. You can't tell if it's because of the butterflies in your stomach or because of this rising horrid feeling in your chest. Cordelia, I need to ask you something. May I go first? What are you doing here? Well, come on, Marissa. Come up with a good excuse for this one. She already knows of your intentions to leave this place. What are you going to say? You felt like looking at the water? What kind of excuse is that? Your current mental state also isn't helping the matter. The fact that your love and unease are both clashing in your mind makes you want to vomit it all out. And you're so focused on both of those things that your speech is put to a halt. You want to vomit all of your words. I just like the atmosphere in this room, that's all. So this is the excuse that you're going for? Ah, I see. I do have to agree with you. This is a nice room. Yeah, very, very nice, just like you. Fortunately, you dodged a bullet with that one. Cordelia sleeps, resting with the belief that she's kept her scandalous secret from you for another night. You, on the other hand, just can't get any shut-eye for obvious reasons. I mean, you're sleeping in the same room as a siren. I feel like she knows. There's no way she didn't notice that something is up with me. Did I put her diary back correctly? If I didn't, she'll know for certain. Then again, maybe she doesn't notice these things. There's no way she can notice everything, right? I'm gonna go and check right now. Alright, all I have to do is figure out where this book is supposed to go. Although your memory fails you, you attempt to use logic to figure out where to place the diary. However, while the diary is in hand... Mari? Oh, looks like you've been caught red-handed. Ah, Cordelia, fancy seeing you here. Mari, what are you doing up at this hour? Cordelia looks at what you're holding. Cordelia obviously recognizes her own diary. And what exactly are you doing with that book? Oh yeah, this book. Just organizing. And you need to organize the books because you were reading them? Yes. No, I just really, really like organizing things. No reason. It's a no-brainer that you were peeking. Bravo, Marissa. You're truly an astounding actress. And now, thanks to your award-winning performance, Cordelia is probably going to put you on a leash or eat you. Even worse, she'll make you think that both of those are indeed awards. Okay, Dora. I guess I might as well own up to it. I should have known that you'd find out about it sooner or later. Unease and love tug your mind in opposite directions. On one hand, you can't exactly ignore the possibility that Cordelia orchestrated this whole thing and has been manipulating you this whole time. But on the other hand, you see why she would do it. After all, you do something as desperate as this if you were as lonely as Cordelia. What do you say? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me about any of what was in there, Cordelia? You read enough in there to know what happened last time someone found out about who I am, right? Yeah, I did. Put the pieces together yourself, Mari. See how I see. You look over at Cordelia and you see a mirrored image. The image of someone who's alone. A woman who despises who she is. A woman who feels as though the world is against her just for trying to be herself. So, is now the time you tell me, screw you, Siren, I'm leaving? No. But you're still leaving, right? Recalling all of your memories from the surface, little to few of them make you smile. The most they do is make you laugh for how dumb you were back then. You know that any sane person from the surface would probably tell you to get out of this fantasy, return to reality. But the people who tell you that are living the life of your fantasies. It's sort of like that time when your boss told you that money didn't matter, surrounded by luxuries that you can only dream of. Leaving Cordelia would force you back to that mundane, dreary life. And if that's what reality is, then I don't want any part of it. Cordelia, you've been the best part of my life so far. I wouldn't leave you for anything in the world. Oh, what's this? You're moving in awfully close. I've been keeping something from you, and even myself, Cordelia. I guess that we're both sharing our big bad secrets now. Since I already know something about you, I want you to know something about me. I'm a cannibal! I don't care if you're a siren. Even if I'm being influenced by some sort of magic, I don't think that it makes any of what we experience less real. Besides, I'm already under the influence of something else. Cocaine. And what is that? May I kiss you? You and Cordelia moving closer, lips aligned perfectly. And the crowd goes wild as you and Cordelia indulge in fantasy. No more of that dreadful thing that you call reality. If it wasn't obvious by now, Cordelia likes you just as much as you like her. Well, I don't know what to say. How about we start with an I'm sorry for looking through your diary? I am sorry for looking through your diary, but that sort of led to this. Alright, you do, in fact, have a point. So, what now? I can't exactly take back any of the lovey-dovey stuff I said. Well, this might sound preposterous for a land dweller, but how about you live with me? Hell yes! We'll live with each other till the day we die, then. Wow. We'll share an aquatic grave. Now, dear reader, there are probably something to say reality and fantasy. It's probably something to say about reality and fantasy and all that good stuff. But I'm not going to talk about that. To get to this point, you'd have to be willing to completely give in to this romantic fantasy. Instead, I'm going to talk about how two souls managed to come together in a sea of loneliness. This was, in fact, a love story. Maybe it was a bit unconventional at the beginning. Screw the surface! But by the end, our two lovers were happy together, ignoring that they each suffered in favor of each other's company. Ending 4, Aquatic Grave. You know, I'm not gonna go for the other endings, because, and there's a reason why, okay? Yes, we ignored all the red flags. But there's something to be said about that two people with the kind of trauma and stuff that they both are dealing with kind of find each other, and I don't know, maybe I'm just a sappy, hopeless, romantic kind of guy. I like that they got together. I wanted them to both to be like, sure, there's some issues here, okay? It is, yeah, I like that it was ambiguous. It didn't really say one way or another that she actually did cause all of it, but, you know, things happened. Maybe her whole point was to lure somebody with the song, but then the storm happened and she just, you know, fell into the water, which wasn't really her full intent at the start. I don't know. I'm going with happy, sappy, romantic here. I'm okay with ending 4. I'm not going to go for 2 or 3 because I feel like that's an okay ending for me. I'm okay with that. But yes, there were many red flags, but none that were, you know, insurmountable with time and talking and communication and being open with one another. Plus, I mean, Marissa did read the whole diary and kind of knew what was going on, and she still went for. Oh, okay, I made her, but still. Why do I sound like I'm being apologetic for like an apologist for something that really bad? This is very problematic. I should not be saying good things. Yeah, that's a good point, Fjord. That's actually a really good point. She has the potential to be like her other exes, abusive and controlling, but at the same time, there is something salvageable there. And I'd like to hope that in time, that it's salvaged and she becomes the loving partner that she's meant to be. There, that's why I like that ending. Cool. Honestly, if you do make a sequel, you could delve more into those themes of like, hey, you know, there are issues here, there's problems here, but you know, I love you, let's work through it. And it could be either it's met with, okay, let's open up, or no, no, you go swimming now. Oh, did I miss a puzzle? Oh shit, I just basically went story mode on this. Oh no. I too am stuck on the music puzzle. I didn't even realize there was a puzzle. Holy shit. We just went for sappy romance and ignored everything. We didn't even go to the room behind the room. Oh no. Several endings, neither good nor bad. The first ending, we drown. It was good, yes. I feel like I've missed a bunch of the game, though. I feel kind of bad about that, but I still really liked it, you know? And I'm the kind of person where when I play through a game, it doesn't give the option, hey, do you want to go back and try again or something? Or when I hit an ending that I really, really, really enjoy, that's my ending. That's my canon ending for that game sort of thing. You know what I mean? No, this... I'm sappy and I don't apologize for it.